Good morning. Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
See, children, this chapter, okay, that is 1857, the revolt of 1857. I think you have studied some of the revolt and its, some about this revolt and its causes before, I think. Is it, children? Is it? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you studied anything about 1857 revolt before? Say yes or no. No. It. See, children, the 1857 revolt. Okay, it is also known as the First War of Independence. Okay, it is also known as First War of Independence, and also it is known as Sepoy Mutiny. Okay, Sepoy Mutiny. Who were Sepoys? Have you heard this term, children? Sepoy?
Soldiers.
Soldiers. Okay, so this 1857 revolt, it is also known as First War of Independence. Okay, and also Sepoy Mutiny. Okay, why it is being called as the First War of Independence, you know, children, for the first time. Okay, for the first time, Indian people, okay, the Indians revolted against the Britishers. Okay, the first time the Indian people or the Indians, they revolted against the Britishers, so that it is known as the First War of Independence. Okay. Okay. So Fadil, can you tell me what is the other, means what we call the 1857 revolt? It is also known as? Can you hear me? Fadil?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, tell me, what is it being called?
Can you repeat the question?
What does 1857 revolt also known as? Nandana?
Ma'am, is it Battle of Plassey?
Very good, Isha. Okay, it's known as First War of Independence and also Sepoy Mutiny. Okay, why it is being called as the First War of Independence? For the first time, okay, the Indians reacted against the Britishers. Okay, so that it is also known as the First War of Independence. Okay, so there were many causes for the outbreak of this revolt. Okay, there is political causes are there, social causes are there, economic causes are there. Okay, so we will study in detail about the causes of the 1857 revolt. Okay, so I think previous chapters you have studied about the Britishers. They have introduced many policies over here. Okay, they have introduced many policies, and all policies, okay, brought by the Britishers, it meant only for the benefit of the Britishers. Okay, they always tried to harass, or they were not safe, and means they were very harsh against the Indians. Okay, so many policies, okay, has been brought by these people, the Britishers. Okay, and they cruelly they harassed the people of India. Okay, so I think you have studied about Battle of Plassey, Maratha, Battle of Anglo-Maratha War, and all. Have you studied before, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, yes. Okay. From that, you means you have got an outline. Okay, about the Britishers' attitudes towards India. That means they introduced many policies over here and they tried to conquer the territories. Okay, and the main aim only means who was British East India Company?
A trading
They
company.
were
Yeah,
trading
yes. It was merely a trading company. Okay, only for trade that people came here to India. Okay, but when they came over here, they can see that the situation. Okay, the situation here, the means the king and the queens. Okay, and the local rulers, they were struggling or they were quarreling with each other. Okay, so the political condition in India gave them enough chances to establish their control over the Indian territories. Okay, so the Britishers slowly or gradually they took control over the Indian people. Okay, and also they have introduced many policies like doctrine of lapse, subsidiary alliance. Okay, many policies they brought. Okay, and all these policies, okay, through all these policies they try to conquer or they try to establish their power over the Indian rulers. Okay, so the 1857 revolt, it was the first attempt of Indians against the Britishers. Okay, it was the first attempt of Indians against the Britishers, and the revolt was failed. Okay, Britishers they can easily conquer the Indians. Okay, because the Indians were not organized. Okay, there were no proper leader to guide them. There were many causes for the failure of the revolt that we will discuss later, but still this revolt it is very important. Okay, because why, children, because children, after this the Indian people, okay, the Indians they got means they were become means they become quite means they can, okay, they have a feeling of unity, and also they were quite confident to fight against the Britishers. Okay, so children, let us study the what are the reasons for or why this means the revolt has broke out. Okay, shall we, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there were many causes. Okay, so the first is the Nawabs. Okay, I think you have studied about Nawabs in your previous portions. Is it, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Nawabs were means during the time of the Mughals. Okay, during the time of the Mughals, there were some people, some princes. Okay, they got promotion and a title is awarded as Nawabs. Okay, so they were enjoying a supreme position, okay, in their locality or areas. Okay, so because of the Britishers policy, many kings, many queens, nawabs, okay, peasants, soldiers, okay, because of their harsh policy, all this section of the society, okay, all this section of society were affected because of the harsh policy of the Britishers. Okay, so we will study in detail how these, means what are the attitude of these people and how they were being affected by the policies of the Britishers. Okay, the first point, the Nawabs lost their power. Okay, that is the first point about the Nawabs. What was happened to the Nawabs? Okay, see, children, since the 18th century, the power of Nawabs and Rajas had been eroding. That means Nawab of Bengal, Nawab of Oudh. Have you heard about these people, children?
Nawab of Bengal, we have heard.
You studied. Okay. Murshid Ali
Khan.
Khan. Yeah. Okay. So many Nawabs were there. And when mid 18th century, during the mid 18th century, they lost. Okay. They were enjoying a supreme power in their areas. Okay. But during the time, okay, after some time, the Nawabs, okay, the Nawabs of Bengal, Nawabs of Oudh, okay, all were means their powers is seems to be eroding. Okay, they lost their power. And even though the Nawabs tried to do something against the Britishers, they were conquered easily by the Britishers. They were defeated by the Britishers. Okay, and once if they defeated, it was very difficult for the Nawabs to come back to power. Okay, so the first point, okay, a certain section of people or the society were dissatisfied or not satisfied with the British policy. Among them, the first section of people, okay, those who fight against the Britishers was the Nawabs. Okay, this Nawabs, they lost their power. The authority and honor in which they earlier, okay, they enjoyed, it was gradually disappeared. Okay, many of the Nawabs during that time, they lost their power. That is the first point. Okay, then the Britishers had appointed residents. I think you also have studied about residents. That means a man or a person appointed by the company. Okay, so many of the residents stationed, okay, stationed in each areas. So the Nawabs, they do not have the power to collect the revenue. They do not have power for anything. Okay, then the freedom of the Indian rulers was reduced and their armed forces were disbanded. So the Indian rulers, they become a mere puppet, okay, in the hands of the Britishers. Okay, only they were in means only they were there in power, but all administration, all every matters were decided by the Britishers. So the Nawabs, they lost their power. They do not have any freedom to collect the revenues and all. Okay, and the Britishers appointed residents in each area, and the freedom of the Indian rulers was reduced. Okay, so the Nawabs were not happy. Okay, not happy with the British government. So naturally, they were in a mood or in a means mood to react against the Britishers. I think, children, I think this first point, it is clear to you. Okay, see, 1857 revolt, okay, it is also known as the first war of independence and also Sepoy mutiny. It was the first attempt of the Indians against the Britishers. Okay, first time the Indian people reacted against the cruel and injustice rule of the Britishers. Okay, so many section of people were not happy with the Britishers. That is king, queens, nawabs, peasants, soldiers. All these people were not happy with the Britishers. Okay, and among them, the problem with related to the Nawabs was during the early 18th century, the Nawabs, they enjoyed a supreme position in their areas. They can collect the revenue. They were the holder of many areas. But later, the power of the Nawabs and Rajas, it has been eroding. Okay, their power, it is being lost. And many of them tried to fight against the Britishers, but all were defeated by the Britishers. Okay, all were defeated by the Britishers, and once if they defeated, it was very difficult task for them to come back again into power. And in spite of this, Nawabs, the company appointed residents in each area, and the Indian rulers, they do not have any power. They become a puppets. Okay, because they were only in name. All administrative matters were decided by the Britishers. Okay. Is it clear, children? Is the first point, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Then the next one, fail to negotiate. Okay, see children, have you heard about Rani Lakshmi Bai?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
She was the ruler of Jhansi. Okay, she was the ruler of Jhansi. And see children, some rulers tried to negotiate. Okay, some rulers tried to negotiate with the Britishers. Okay, but the company, okay, they were very strong, and they have means armed, okay, ammunitions and all. So they did not hear what the Indian rulers wanted to seek towards them. Okay, so here Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi, after the death of her husband, she wanted her adopted son. Okay, this is Rani Lakshmi Bai. She wanted her adopted son to be as the next ruler. Okay, but the company refused her demand. Okay, see, children, have you studied about doctrine of lapse?
Yes.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
is what is meant by doctrine of lapse?
When a king dies without a male heir,
Yeah.
the kingdom will lapse.
Very good, Lynette. Yes. Okay. When a king dead without any legal heir, the kingdom, it would be annexed by the Britishers. So Rani Lakshmi Bai, she do not have a legal heir. Okay. She adopted a son. Okay. So after when her husband death, okay, that Jhansi was annexed by or occupied by the Britishers, means related to this doctrine of lapse. Okay, so and also another person, that is Nana Sahib. He was the adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao II. Children, have you studied about Maratha wars in your previous portions?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, then this have you studied about Peshwa Bajirao II, who lead this Maratha war against the Britishers?
Ma'am, about Peshawar.
Ah, Peshwa. Yeah, actually it is Peshwa. Okay, Peshwa Bajirao II, who lead a war against the Britishers. Okay, Marathas. Okay, so he after when the third I think you have studied about different Maratha wars. Okay, so when the third Anglo Maratha war, when it's over, he was defeated. Are you listening? He was defeated. Okay, and that means Peshwa Bajirao II, he was defeated by the Britishers. So he retired. Okay, he retired with an annual pension that nearly 8 lakh. Okay, annual pension means that every year 8 lakhs will be given by the Britishers to Peshwa Bajirao II. Okay, but after when this Peshwa Bajirao II, when he died, the company refused to give his pension to his adopted son. Do you understand, children? I don't think it is clear to children. Nana Sahib, okay, he was the adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao II, wanted his father's pension. Okay, when his father dead, but the company was not ready to give his pension only because he was not a legal heir of Peshwa Bajirao II. He was the adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao II. And both these rulers, okay, were joined with this 1857 revolt. Okay, so children, we have discussed about the Nawabs. Why the Nawabs, okay, were moved against the Britishers? Because they lost all their power. Okay, when after means before 18th century, they were enjoying a former power in their areas. They had the chance authority to collect the revenues. Okay, and they have the authority to take important decisions regarding their areas. But when it comes to the mid 18th century, the power of the Nawabs, okay, it is being disappeared. Okay, they all lost their power. Okay, that is the reason why the Nawabs were turned against the Britishers. And among this, many people tried to negotiate with the company, but they were failed. Okay, for example, Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. She wanted her adopted son as the next ruler. Okay, but the company was not ready to obey or agree to this decision because he was only He was not a legal heir. Okay, according to the policy, that is doctrine of lapse, if a king or a means king is dead, okay, without any legal heir, that territory it would be means occupied by the Britishers. That territory will be under the control of the Britishers. So after Rani Lakshmi Bai's husband, okay, when he died, the company refused to accept her adopted son as the next legal heir. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then about Nana Sahib, he was the adopted son of Peshwa Bajirao II. Okay. Then after when his father, that is Peshwa Bajirao II, when he died, the company refused to give the pension. Okay, the company refused to give the pension to his adopted son, that is Nana Sahib. Okay, this is Nana Sahib, this is Peshwa Bajirao II. Here you can see the picture of this person. So the company was refused to give the pensions to his adopted son. Okay, so these people were not happy with the Britishers. So naturally, they also turned against the Britishers. Okay, children, is this point is clear?
Yes.
Okay, that is failed negotiations of ruling families. That means many ruling families they were also not happy with the policies of the Britishers. Many of the territories were being conquered or means annexed by the Britishers by many policies like
Ma'am, ma'am,
doctrine,
what is the
meaning of
negotiate?
compromise, try to means try to move in a good relations. Okay, but the company was not ready to hear their means problems, because they were very strong. Okay, they have modern weapons with them, and also means army. Okay, so there's enough soldiers to fight against the Indians, and Indians they were very primitive, means they do not have any modern weapons, they do not have any strong leader to guide them. So the company was very confident about their strength. Okay, children, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we
Yes,
move
ma'am.
to the next point?
Yes.
Okay. Annexation of Awadh. Okay, Awadh is the name of a territory. Okay, so a subsidiary alliance was imposed on Awadh in 1801. See, children, subsidiary alliance. What is a subsidiary alliance means? Have you
The
studied it?
British will
Mm.
The Indian rulers were not
give
allowed
the
to have an
protection and
independent
Ah,
army.
yes, yes. The
soldiers.
Indian rulers were not allowed to maintain an army. Instead, what they want to do?
The British will give
Ah,
protection to
British will give
British will give protection. In return,
the head of
mm,
the
they
ruler
will
should
have to pay.
give the payment for their
ah,
protection.
yes. Okay, in return, the Indian rulers wanted to pay a sum, okay, for the maintenance of this army. Okay, and if they fail to pay the amount, what will happen?
The
Part of
territory will
their
Territory.
be
Ah,
territory will be
that
annexed.
territory, it would be annexed by the Britishers. That territory, it will be under the control of the Britishers. So children, in the year 1801, a subsidiary alliance, okay, was imposed on Awadh. Okay, one part or one territory of Awadh, it is being under the control of the Britishers in the year 1801. Okay, but it was fully taken over in the year 1856. When it comes to 1856, the Awadh, okay, the annexation of Awadh was complete. Okay, by sometimes these people they were defeated by their the Britishers. Okay, because of their strength, they used to occupy or control many territories. Sometimes they used many policies like this subsidiary alliance, doctrine of lapse, or something like that. New policies has been introduced by the Britishers to occupy all these territories. Okay, so many territories, okay, they made under their control means with these policies. Okay, so annexation of Awadh, it also an important matter or important reason for the outbreak of the revolt, because the Indian rulers were not happy. Okay, the Indian rulers were not happy with the attitude of the Britishers. So subsidiary alliance, it was meant that the Indian rulers, they do not have the right to keep an army, maintain an army. Instead, the company will, okay, the company will organize an army to protect that areas. If and in return the company want to pay an annual sum or a money, okay, if they fail to pay that amount, that territory would be under the control of the Britishers. So Awadh, a part of Awadh, okay, was being under the control in the year 1801. A part of Awadh was under the control of the Britishers. And when it comes to 1857, okay, the full Awadh, okay, the annexation of Awadh was complete. It was fully, Awadh was under the control of the Britishers. And the Nawab of Awadh was Wajid Ali Shah. So these Nawabs, okay, they were not satisfied with the British of the, I mean, with the Britishers. They all were in a mood to react against the Britishers. Okay, the next point we will discuss on the next class. It is about the Mughal dynasty. See, children, when the Britishers over here, the last Mughal emperor, okay, was there. That was Bahadur Shah Safar. Okay, he was the last Mughal emperor. That points we will discuss in the next class. Okay, children, let me revise the points once again. We have just started our discussion about 1857 revolt. Okay, so the Britishers, when they came to India, they came merely as a trading company. Okay, only for trading concern that people were here in India. But when they came over here, what it happened? They understood that the situation in India is quite favorable for them to establish their power. Okay, that means the Indian rulers were fighting or quarreling among each other. There was no unity. Okay, there was no unity among these section or among these people. So naturally, what it happened? The Britishers, they gradually they took control over the Indians. Okay, many territories. Okay, they were annexed many territories as parts. Okay, and also they introduced many policies because they were very strong, and many section of the people. Okay, many sections of people, they were affected by the policies of the Britishers. That is king, queen, sepoys, soldiers. That all we will discuss later, children. Sepoys, then who else? Many section, okay, many section of people, they were not satisfied with the attitude of the Britishers. Okay, so naturally they wanted to react against the Britishers, and the first time, okay, the first time they revolted, okay, they just revolted against the Britishers. That is known as the First War of Independence. Okay, it was in the year 1857. The first war of independence was happened. It is also known as Sepoy Mutiny. Okay, what is the reason why we call it as Sepoy Mutiny? That we will discuss later. Okay, children. So this is also known as First War of Independence, because the first time the Indians reacted against the Britishers. So there were many causes for the revolt. Okay, the first is the loss of power. Okay, for the Nawabs. Okay, the Nawabs, earlier they were very strong. Okay, they could control, okay, most parts. Okay, but when, after when the mid 18th century, when it comes to the mid 18th century, slowly their powers has been taken by the Britishers, and they appointed residents in each area, and they do not have any freedom. Okay, and their armed forces were disbanded. They took their revenues and territories in stages. Okay, so the loss of power of the Nawabs. Okay, that is the one of the main reason for the outbreak of the revolt. The second reason, the Britishers introduced many policies, doctrine of lapse. Okay, and they conquered or they occupied many territories. Example, it is Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. She wanted her adopted son to be as the next ruler, but the company was not ready to agree this. Nana Sahib, he was the adopted son of Peshwa Baji Rao II. Okay, and he wanted to get his father's pension. Okay, but the company was not ready to grant his pension. The third reason we have discussed, that is the annexation of Awadh. Okay, Awadh is subsidiary alliance. Okay, another policy that was introduced by the Britishers. They took a part of Awadh in the year 1801. When it comes to 1857, the full Awadh, okay, Awadh was under annexed, means under the control of the Britishers. Okay. Children, is there any points do I need to repeat? These 3 points, it is clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anyway,